Hey, hey, it's Berta J. I welcome you troopers back into my kitchen today. It's another installment for the sides for Thanksgiving and Christmas. This one is, I guess, everybody's favorite. It's cranberry sauce. Now, I got this recipe from Rip Esselstyn, who does the Engine 2 diet. I took the information about this cranberry sauce from him from an Instagram post. It's really simple, but it does taste good. All you do is you take 2/3 of a cup of applesauce, unsweetened, put it in a pan. You need a saucepan to do all this. 1/3 of a cup of apple juice. 3/4 of a cup of cranberries. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about cranberries. I'm going to put these in first. But cranberries, when you buy them, they come in a 12-ounce container. Mine did. But I don't know if you can see that, but they're very soft. And the way you know the cranberry is fresh and you should use it is that it should bounce. That kind of bounces. And this one is really bad. These are ones I won't use, and you shouldn't use either. But if it's nice and fresh and plump and hard, see how that bounces? Then use 1/3 of a cup of any other kind of berry. I decided to use some of my frozen cherries because I love cherries. But I also added in some grapes. Grapes are berries, so 1/3 of a cup of them. Put those in too. Add to that 1/8 of a cup of blueberries. It gives it nice color. And plus they're berries, and you should eat some every day. Stir that up a bit. And then add to it 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. That's going to give it its thickness. I chose cinnamon and nutmeg. 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon and 18 scrapes of a nutmeg. Just about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Dump that in. Then you're going to use 2 tablespoons of sweetener. And I'm doing maple syrup, 1.5 tablespoons. And then I chose to use a dry sweetener, 1/2 tablespoon of xylitol. And now you're going to stir again. And you're going to put it on the stove and let it cook for 10 minutes. And you'll know it's done because it will thicken. And while it's thickening, you will hear the cranberries pop. You'll actually hear them pop when they are cooked. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Take it, put it on the fire, medium high heat. The 10 minutes are up, and you have to start off with, you're going to bring everything to a boil. Then once it starts to boil, you're going to stir it at that boiled level for about a minute, and then you're going to turn it down from boiling to a medium low heat, and then let it continue to cook, and you'll hear all the cranberries pop. The 10 minutes start after it boils. Once the 10 minutes after all of that is done, you're going to turn off the burner. And then what I do, you can have it this way if you like it lumpy. I do like texture, but that's a bit much. So I just use the back of the spoon and I break up the berries a little bit. Not mash them completely, but give them a little tap. And you still have texture when you put it in your mouth. It's going to be chewy, but not so many great big berries. So just tap it, stir and tap, because it's all done now. What has to happen is you put it in a container, or you can let it cool on the stove. And once it's cooled, or a little, just like warm, you can put it in a jar or some kind of storage container and stick it in the refrigerator. And when you're ready to use it, there it'll be. I'm going to let you see what it looks like once it comes off the stove. You see it's still hot. You want to let it cool. But here's the other one that I made yesterday. You can kind of see the difference. See how much thicker that is than this is really loose. But once you put it in a jar and refrigerate it, it'll be thick like this. And I just want to taste it. It's so funny. I always have to taste it. But I know it's good. Okay, so I'm going to try again. A little sweet, a little tart. It's very delicious. And a little cinnamon, you taste that. A little bit of nutmeg. It's really, really tasty. And depending on the kind of berries that you use, what you'll find out is that will come through behind the cranberries. You use this as a relish on your plate with the other foods that you have. You might put a little dollop on the side, in the middle, whatever. It's just as a relish. It's not to try and feed you and fill you up. It's very good, sweet tart, and I think you'll enjoy it. So until next time, troopers, so glad you came. Don't forget to subscribe. I always do that with my finger, don't I? Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell so that every time a video is uploaded by us, you will get the notification. I so appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you'll try this recipe and then let me know what you think. Okay? Bye for now.